Hi.
So,
I'm Sarah.
I'm Ruby, and we
are at the Schoolhouse of Rock.
We're here. So what we're doing today is we want to show people how to do performance makeup on people that don't really wear makeup, usually like more masculine boys or boys that don't wear makeup every day.
Yeah.
But everybody has acne, and if you
Except
go on
for
stage...
Ruby really doesn't have very much acne.
I mean... I've been blessed, but it's
I
whatever.
yeah, my skin's been breaking out like crazy lately. And
at some point in their lives, everyone gets a bad
You have to have, something happens and you gotta cover it up. And the idea behind the Schoolhouse of Rock is that we prepare people for becoming rock stars. But no, becoming a performer and being able to perform in front of other people is a really great skill. If you do it on YouTube, looking good in a picture, just not looking crazy. So
we're not experts, but we know some stuff.
You know some stuff.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And I hate the idea that anyone's really an expert, because it's hard to be an expert about anything. We are not makeup experts. We didn't go to school for makeup. We don't know what we're talking about, but we do know what works.
And we didn't get this for free either.
Yeah.
We bought it.
We did. We spent quite a bit of money. But I love makeup. It's so much fun, and I love watching other people feel good about themselves. So essentially, that's what we're trying to do, and just make it really practical, easy. And if you're looking for tips, you can come here. And then there's music at the end, and then we're awesome.
And so today we have a special guest. We have my boyfriend, Ethan.
Who's also the office manager here at the Schoolhouse of Rock and one of our awesome, the greatest staff member ever. So, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so is Ruby, though. But,
I mean.
Yeah, so Ethan had his it yesterday.
And it's gone down enough now, because I feel like it's not a good idea to put
I agree with this.
a lot of makeup over a fresh sit.
I agree with that.
If you have oily skin, you should probably put spot treatment on it.
And just let it sit.
Yeah.
And if it's really an emergency and you have a news it and a show that night, I would just put I don't know. We have to come back to
powder.
Dry powder. Because it was doing its thing.
It's a lot drier and it's just redness. So, it seems like a good time to put...
Perfect time.
To try and cover it up.
Ethan.
Did he literally leave?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Do you want to sit on the stool? Yes. Okay. So, Ethan, if it's not just the lighting, he is substantially darker than both of us. So, what we're going to do is start off by putting color corrector on that baby right there.
Yeah. And this is a great tip, too. Like, you don't have to use makeup that's the color that it comes in. That's not the only color they have. You can use makeup like you would use paint. And you can mix it. So, if you don't have the right color, then you can mix two colors. And it's a much better idea than using one ugly color that doesn't match.
Yeah.
So, essentially, that's what we're going to do. So, color correcting.
Yeah.
We put some green.
So, green cancels out red.
Look at a color wheel. The color wheel is beautiful. Shows you all the opposite colors, and then you know what to do to color correct. But let's see if it works. I'm always skeptical about color correction. So,
yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So, I'm using an e.l.f. brush. This is supposed to be a foundation brush, but I just used it to do concealer stuff.
Heck yeah.
So I'm going to put a little on the brush, because a little goes a long way. So as you can see, it's already like pretty white right there. So I used a lot. And are there any other red spots?
Ethan's crying. And so then we have to even it out, because it's kind of weird to just put makeup on one spot in your skin. But one of the benefits of makeup is that you get to kind of neaten up your appearance a little bit, and everyone wears makeup. That's the other thing. Everyone you watch on YouTube is probably wearing makeup, and anyone you see on TV is wearing makeup for sure. Really? Everyone, because people have to, the glare from people's skin, the oils in their skin, the fact that people look really sallow under lights. These are all corrected by makeup, which brings us to Ruby's great example of
the first televised presidential debate, Nixon versus Kennedy. Kennedy decided, you know what? I'll put some powder and some foundation on my face.
First televised debate,
And Nixon was like, nah, I'm good. I like being ugly.
Yeah, and so I'm not like a pansy, right? Wasn't that the attitude?
Probably. Yeah. So he's sweaty and disgusting and porous during the whole debate. And Kennedy's just looking like Kennedy does. Yeah. He's a babe.
Yeah.
So
he already had an edge, but he took that edge and he just...
Yeah.
Then he got shot. Not
so
because of the makeup. Yeah.
No.
But either way, I think that's such a great example of why this happens and why people are obsessing over makeup. Because we're obsessed with our appearances. We see with our eyes now. And if you can't even put an image of yourself up that people can take seriously because you think there are so many distracting things about your skin or your face, you can kind of make it better, I guess. Or make it up.
I can't see with my eyes.
Ethan, we're not really talking about you right now.
Okay, so... That's funny. So I think what we could do next is I have
Like and subscribe if you think I'm funny.
Yeah.
I have this Bear Pro Sandstone 16 foundation that I use on my face, but it's a little too light for Ethan. So we're not sure how this is going to work out, but we're learning as we're going. I have a dark contour stick, which is closer to Ethan's color, so I'm going to try and mix it a little bit.
I think this is a great idea. I think more people should do this because it's art. You're trying to match colors.
He doesn't need that much of this color, and I have a little bit of this.
And if you're doing this at home, which you are probably not, but if you watch this for advice, like, just see how you look on camera or in sunlight, like whatever your goal is. If you're going on a date, I would take it easy with covering up the thing because you can tell. But if you really need to, like, blotting powder is a great idea. I've got this pressed powder that we're going to use on Ethan from It Cosmetics. This is Bye Bye Pores. And it's just, like, it's a translucent powder and it sucks up oil. And it makes it so that you don't shine as much. Because shining, the movie is very scary. And I
Shout out
enjoy
Stanley
it.
Kubrick.
Yeah.
What's up?
And that's the name of one of my cats, too. And if you want to adopt him, comment below, because he is a great cat.
I'm just putting the excess.
Let's look like how we got here so far, what we're doing. Looking more even.
I can't even see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see how on Ethan's forehead, it's a little pinker because it wasn't as covered up with makeup, and so now we're kind of evening out his skin tone.
Just with whatever's excess on the brush. I don't need
already.
to add that much because he does have facial hair.
Yeah.
And that's difficult to cover up without shaving.
Oh yeah. And then that's a whole, don't do that at home. Like, that's a whole thing with the facial hair. Leave that alone.
Yeah.
Unless you are, like, an expert at it and you're gonna, like, color in the individual growing
Am I allowed
hairs.
to touch my face?
No. Who said you could talk? I don't even remember that happening.
Anyway. So Ethan has combination skin, and if you're playing on stage, you're probably going to get sweaty. So you should definitely put some sort of powder, preferably a mattifying powder, because stage lights or any lights can make you look shiny.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you are a guy that doesn't want a full face of makeup, or someone that is not feminine and doesn't want a full face with highlighter and blush and contour, then you don't need to look... Any part of your face doesn't need to be shiny or out there. It just needs to be even. Is how I feel.
Yeah, this is the problem. Like, if you're standing next to people wearing makeup, you're always going to look weird if you're not wearing makeup. So it's sort of like we raise the lowest common denominator gets higher by necessity. So like if I wasn't wearing makeup, I would look like a ghost right now. Like I already do. Like, and
I would look like a tomato.
Yeah,
so,
and then Ethan looks like an Ethan. Here we go.
So I have some Bare Minerals matte powder in the shade medium.
I love that it is just the shade medium. Maybe
it's
that's
just
why
medium.
Your mom thought that you were just medium.
Am I just a medium shade?
You're like tan medium. So I have like this little brush. I don't know what brand it is. I've had it for like almost 10 years.
And we cleaned it the other day.
But it's clean.
Yeah.
So I'm taking this end because I don't want to do his whole face with this yet. So I'm just gonna go over the part that I put to cover up that pimple. Just a little bit, and it just is gonna make it look matte and make it harder for makeup to be sweated off. And if you're a performer or if you are on camera, the last thing you want to worry about when you're already nervous about sounding good is how you look.
Heck yeah. Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah, so if there's something simple that you can do it, because it'll be a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, even if it doesn't make that big of a difference, because honestly, it probably doesn't. You probably look great. It probably doesn't matter to anyone else. No one else sees the zit. To be totally honest about it, nobody would have noticed the zit on Ethan's face, but we keep talking about it, so then therefore you probably would notice it. But like, it doesn't matter. But if it makes you feel better, that's the point. That's the only reason. You don't do it for other people. Do it for yourself. And if it makes you feel more secure, then do it, because you know, your voice is awesome and everybody needs to hear it. What you have to say is valid and everybody wants to know what it is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a combination here of the Tarte's
I like
Amazonian bronzer Hula. And this is what I did the other day when we had boys at camp.
Bam.
Who one of the brothers had darker
See,
skin.
you don't need to do this.
You don't.
When you're filming on an iPhone.
On an iPhone 8, yeah, it picks it up already. So I'm gonna use this Morph buffing brush, I think. And I'm gonna get in there, Ethan, and I'm gonna just give you some color on top of that and see if I can't make you look a little brighter.
This is helpful too if you have oily skin or combination skin.
I have very oily skin.
I know. And now I'm going to use Hula with the same brush. And
buffing brush.
Oh, that's a lot darker.
Yeah, it's a really
I kind of
good
like it.
Yeah. Because I'm always like, what do I have that's anything like that color? Because I'm pale as paper. Like, I always wear the fair. She wears the medium in Bare Minerals. I wear fair, like the fairest color they have.
So see, you can make it work with stuff that you have.
You already have, yeah. If you have a good amount of makeup, which we do. We have quite a lot of it. But you can also, yeah, if you just had contouring, like this thing was working, we got it. And we're not contouring right now. All that we're doing is buffing the powder into his skin so that his pores suck it up and stop shooting out oil as much. Let me see. What else do we want to do? So we could put some concealer under his eyes, give him some eyeliner. What, do you want anything else, Ethan?
I want to look like Fat Bob from The Cure.
Wow. I don't know what that means.
Like white.
Oh, no. Oh,
like
really?
Black hair.
Okay, that's going to take long.
His name is Fat Bob. His name is Robert.
So we're going to watch Ethan perform some music now because that's what we do here at Schoolhouse. And hopefully he will look a little bit better, but mostly he'll be more confident. That's the goal. So,
Thanks for watching.
ching!
Peace out. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
Thank you guys.
Update!